Okay, so we'll start to overlook the Jira, how it is used. Basically, the Jira is built by the company called Atlassian. So we'll check out what they are saying about Jira. So mainly Jira is used for agile project development. That's what they are saying, the software development tool used by agile teams, right? If you see the features, then Scrum board, the Scrum board is something. It's like a dashboard where you can see all the tasks and what is the status, right? Kanban board, the roadmap is displayed. Epic wise timeline is displaying. Then these are the reports, like various reports. I'll tell you the difference between this Scrum board and the Kanban boards. Kanban board is something like we can drag the tasks from like one stage to another. The uh, the Scrum boards are more like for customized, and these are like pretty standard. Kanban, like Trello. If you know the Trello, like you can just go and sign up. This is again for used for project management. Earlier Trello was different company, but now again it is acquired by the Atlassian. Now it's part of Atlassian ecosystem. So this is also very nice tool used by many companies, and most of the features are free. So that's why it is very popular. Well, now first of all, you can directly come here and sign up for Jira software. It is free for 10 users, so we don't have to worry about it. I have already signed up, that's why I will get directly redirected to the my account instead of. Also we can create another site. Let's say now we'll create site for Angular Minds QA team. Yeah, I'm already logged into the Jira software, so they didn't ask me to sign up and log in again. The site is something like they have, if you see, this is very important to know, understand the Atlassian like product range and their entire ecosystem, how it works. They have all these products which are used for the project development for various purpose. Jira software, it is used for project and issue tracking. So basically this is used for like day to day development and everything. The Confluence is also very popular tool by Atlassian, which is used for the document collaboration. For documentation purpose, it is used. These two softwares are should be known to you. Then these are all for the development. Bitbucket is something like GitHub. You can call it as a competitor of GitHub, the Bitbucket. SourceTree, like these are other tools, the technical tools. You don't have to worry about them much. For you, like these three tools are important: Jira software, Confluence, and Trello. Trello is again same, but it's like more visualized way, like in Kanban way. So our site is got created, Angular Minds dash QA team. On this is site means like basically let's suppose for each team we can create one separate site, or for each project we can create separate site. Usually it is created for the separate project, and in that project then we can use Jira, then we can use Confluence, like this all the softwares given by them. This is their welcome. Okay, let anyone with verified join now. I'll invite few people. Prashant at angularminds.in. Then uh, Ragini at angularminds.in. Is it correct? One more, please. Someone. Priyanka at, yeah. This we can skip. Like they're asking you like survey kind of thing, like whether are you experienced or what. Now we cannot use Jira unless and until like there is at least one project. So they are forcing us to create one project. Now they have these project templates, right? How the projects or that will be organized. They, as you can see, the Scrum is most recommended. The sprint in Scrum there is a sprints. Sprint is basically, if you see what is sprint in agile, in simple word, like sprint is for period of time where we can goal to complete something, correct? What they are saying, a sprint is a set period of time during which specific work has to be completed and made ready for the review. So usually what happens, when we say agile development, at that time, like we have very shorter sprints. Like what is the major difference between agile methodology, these are project development methodology, right? Agile, and another one is waterfall is like legacy project development methodology, in which what happens, let's suppose in waterfall what happens, we want to create this project, documentation, we get the requirements, and after completing the entire requirement we'll give that software for QA, then for the client for user acceptance testing. So everything, all the testing and acceptance, everything will happen at the last after developing entire project. In case of agile methodology, what happens, like we set certain like shorter goals of, let's say for 2 weeks we set some goals, like we have to complete these many things, these many modules, right? Then after finishing that module, we'll release that module for the testing and UAT for everything, and similarly we'll try to complete the project. So the scrum, in scrum board we get the sprints along with the backlog and the roadmap. Kanban is more like visualized way, correct? And for bug tracking, it's just like managing the list of development tasks and bugs. This is more simpler way. Most of the time people use these two. The Kanban you can compare with the Trello, like simply you put a list and you move to the different stages. In image also you can see, like to do, doing and done, simple. Like here you put the all list of your items, and then it will go to the in progress, then in review, then like quality analysis, after that done. These stages we can define. So it is very straightforward and simple. You should try using Trello. You can use it for your personal like things also. If you see, they have so many templates also designed there, and most of the people they use for development as well as various other requirements. So if you see, here we can search for remote work or personal, let's say personal. So people use for like planning something, uh, travel inspiration board. So like there are different type of like ideas where people are using it. Budget template, how you budget your personal expenses, or daily task planner, daily task personal done. So That's why it is very popular, that you can customize and use it for any purpose, not only for development. Okay, so now we want most advanced version, the Scrum, where we can see everything, right? So in Scrum, this I'll recommend you to read all of the things those are there, because if you start reading this, the Scrum template helps team work together using sprints to break down large complex projects into bit sized pieces of value. So this is enough for you to understand these terminologies, correct? Encourage your team to learn through incremental delivery, self organize while working on a problem, regularly reflect on their wins losses to continuously improve. So what happens when we start a sprint of 2 weeks? At that time, sometimes we get delayed for delivery of that 2 weeks delivery, correct, what we have planned. So we can do some self analysis within the team, what we made wrong and how it got delayed, so in next sprint we can improve. That is again benefit, right? Plan upcoming work in backlog, then organize cycles of work into sprints. So entire project is splitted into sprints. Sometimes the sprint can be of 1 week or 2 weeks. Ideally it is of 2 weeks, most of the people that follow. For larger project it can be of 4 weeks. Understand your team's velocity, how fast they can achieve the things. So accordingly, according to these metrics, then project managers are able to plan better, because they get the history, like in last 6 weeks how much my team has completed. Based on that, based on my team's velocity, I can plan for further sprints. That's how it works. Okay, so if you see, these are few things you can separately you can study on these issue types. Basically the first issue type is epic, then story, bug, simple task and subtask. Okay, so just go through what it means. Story is nothing but a, like you can say, particular feature that we want to develop, and from story you can have multiple tasks. From a task you would have multiple subtasks. Epic is, you can consider like a module which we want to complete, correct? And for each task and subtask and story it will be attached, right? We'll see that in action. The workflow, what type of workflow we want, that we can design. The workflows are there are different workflows that are followed. So let's say workflow, best workflow for project management, Jira. Okay, so it depends on basically the team project size. There is not something like this is the best workflow, but as you can see there are n number of flows, right? We'll see this one. Okay, so this is a workflow which we can see here. Here in simple way they have shown, like easier, this is open, right? Whenever you create any task in Jira, task or story in Jira, initially status would be open. Then when develop that task or this will be assigned to a developer. When that developer will start working on it, it will change status to in progress. Once he has completed his development, he wants QA team to review the whatever he has done, he will change the status to under review. Then what will happen, the QA team will either reject his work or approve, right? Then if it is rejected, then you will be adding comments and other inputs what is wrong. accordingly it will again will go to the in progress, and developer will again work on it, again it will go to the under review. So this cycle continues till it is done, right? So it was very simple. Again, if you see like different one, the same they have here. And for big or complex project, they have strict workflows also. See, if you see here, like it's very big, correct? But it's not something uh, need text specifications, okay? So it will start from here. Some stories are created. What is story means? Like business analyst, when they actually get the requirements from clients, right? So for particular feature or for particular like this thing, they write a story like how it should be. Based on that, then you can create multiple tasks. So initially when issue is created, it will be open. If you see, there are two options. Once it is open, maybe they have this complete requirements. So whenever it is open, I think they have some like BA person or someone who will be adding the requirements. After that, that BA will change status to dev ready. Then developer will pick that task for development and make it as in progress. From in progress, if you see, either it will go to the task completed done directly. I'm not sure how it is. Let's see this flow. The development is complete, then it goes to the in review. After that, for testing, like ready for QA, correct? So after here it is going QA testing in progress, or QA testing failed, or QA testing passed, no bugs, no errors, deployed to production. Then actually from here resolved and released, and from here it is closed, verified to the production. On production also we have to verify, right? So this is like better I would say workflow. Initially it is looking like complex, but it is not. When we are in like developing, at that time what happens, like after QA failed also it will go to the development. Whenever you will check, you will do some testing in here before starting, like what happens, this is the final status. You will be creating filter for this status, like I want to see all the tasks who has this status ready for QA, and that will be picked by you when you will be starting with that particular task. At that time you will change that status to the QA testing in progress. Sometimes maybe there is major issue which will need 2-3 days to test as well. So at that time you will make this status, and after that, once you are done, once you will put your comments and feedback, whatever your the coverage report is, you will put it to the QA testing failed or QA testing passed. So again, one more thing here which should be noticed in this workflow. These are the status, different the blocks are status, and these lines which you see, those are the transitions. It's And if you observe carefully, for this dev ready, I can come from here when it is open. I can come from here, somewhere from here also, right? So it is specific. It is restricted. Like I cannot jump. Like now it is let's say in ready for QA. It cannot be directly go to the resolved. You won't be able to change status to from here to here, because there is no as such transition. It has to be there. So this workflow actually we can design in Jira, and our entire development will work in this step only, right? Here if you see, in progress had other options as well, like to freeze a issue. Like sometimes for technical challenges, few issues are frozen. Like I don't get this credential, I didn't receive some credential from the client, or whatever I am referring to, that is not working. So due to any reason, that can be go on to freeze. Correct. Again, uh, need tech spec for, from this it is closed. From here also sometimes it is possible that by mistake someone has added like wrong issue, which before making ready for the dev, it can go to the closed, right? This is the disabled feature. Like for testing now it is disabled. Okay, like it's not working. Basically you are not able to check that particular feature, so you opened it again. So like this way it is, I think this is good flow. So each organization, each project can have different workflow. Now we'll come to here, and we'll use Scrum. What is, again they have this project type: team manage and company manage. Team manage is like each individual in a team, he will get more access to modify the things, and company manage, like administrators will be able to do some configuration, like simplified configuration and expert config. Will go for expert. Let's see, right? Because here you see the basic roadmap and like this. Here you have only single active sprint. Here you have parallel sprints as well. So do you understand this meaning of single active sprint and parallel active sprints? It's different. Like once we are into project, then you will come to know. Uh, let's give a this document is signed this project, and we'll add. Okay, we have already that project. Will pick e-commerce. Any other name like shoes e-commerce. This is our, let's say, this is a key which will be used for numbering the issues. So now always remember, whenever in this Jira context, when we say issue, that doesn't mean it's a bug. Issue can be a bug or a task, subtask, or even epic. It can be anything. This is what we can see. This quick start, we don't want what is there, like create a new issue. Then like it's just to get started. You can download this mobile app. You should download it. You'll know how it works. Dismiss, quick start. Okay. There are many things that you will come to know. When we were creating this project, they had shown like basic workflow they have already designed for us to do in progress and done. Correct. Now we are under the tab of active sprints. That's why here there are no active sprint. So what they are saying, start sprints in backlog. Here is a backlog where you can go. Correct. Active sprint reports, issues, components. This is a little bit, this components, this is little bit like for organizing the project modules. Components are used. So let's try to create a simple, we'll create a backlog very first. Before that, let's take example of shoes e-commerce website. We can directly go to Adidas. No, I prefer Skechers. So okay, I'll check out new shoes later. Will now sorry. If you see, you should be able to get hands on and for this UI, it has so many things hidden everywhere. Okay, this is the starting point for us. Create issue. What new story what we are creating new story in backlog. Okay. Uh, so in e-commerce, now we have earlier we have done so many e-commerce projects. I will tell you one. Shop.macro. It's very we created this using PHP a long time before. uh, I don't know if it is not working or what. URL is correct, their website is down. Okay, so in e-commerce, what epics, let's we'll just create simple. Okay, first epic that would be mm, I would say product catalog. Okay, this is epic name product catalog. Users should be able to browse the products on website. This is our epic. Hmm? A big user story that needs to be breakdown created by Jira software. Do not edit or delete. Okay, these are like issue types. Priority level they have highest, high, medium, low, lowest. Then these are the status, like different. These are typical. Okay, just try to read whenever you see this. Try to read. There is something good. You have two options. Create another also. Now this SE-1, this issue is created and that issue type is epic. That's why they are saying issue has been created, right? Now we'll have another epic, that is user profile. Okay, users should be able to sign up, login and create their wish list, etc. Okay, let's take another EP could be now the checkout. Before checkout, cart can be epic. Users should be able to browse and add this is not add item to the cart, like able to browse and make okay, add, remove items in cart. Okay, basically cart is not just about adding and removing, there are many other things also, so that's why I was trying. After cart, uh, checkout, users should be able to place the order. Done. Now there are so many other epics also, that is entirely different part, where like admin section, the admin will receive that order, he will dispatch, like, but right now we are just focused on the front end part, not back end. So we have here 5 epics are created. Okay, now we'll start with user profile, very basic, the story, uh, login page for users. And in this one, because I have selected here user profile, that epic is already selected. If I click here now, sign up page for users, okay, and again for that also it is used, because we have, again it is selected all issues, now it will not create. mm, Forgot password functionality. For this one there is no epic. If you see now, when you click on it, now you can close this one. When you click on it, you can drag this here to make space, you can drag this here to make space, right? Now again, even if you want like this to be more open, so what you can see here is link issue. Okay, just click on here SE7 and click in new tab, open in new tab. This is like entire page for that particular issue. Okay, there must be another way also from here or somewhere, not sure. Now if you see these options here, I can add some description like how forgot password should work. What they are saying, we support markdown. So markdown is basically a new language, you can say, which is used for development and many other places. The markdown is used. How it works, let's say I have this beer app where I create my notes, and here also they are using a markdown. What happens if I am using markdown, that time let's say I print star and space, it becomes my list. If I put number and space, this become like list. Okay, if I do hash space, it becomes my h1 heading. So for this you can search markdown cheat sheet. There are many places where you will find it, and how it is written. For h1 you can use hash, h2 h3 h5. H1 is like heading 1, which is displayed in bigger size, right? Like this h1, this is h1, h2 h3 h5. For having this underline, bold, italic, for many things the markdown is there. So when we have to do, most of the time when we have to do the minimal formatting for any text, markdown is used most of the times. So hello, we'll see user should be able to reset users their password using registered email address. Okay, now for this one you can do bold, like they have all this formatting still, and they support this as well, what they are saying, it became bold, right? And now let's, I'm not sure if they support h1. Yeah, you see, and same thing is going to be applicable. Now we'll create from here. Let's just remind me for Confluence as well. Okay. Now what happens, like you can attach certain screenshots or something, then you can create subtask, like send email for password OTP, right? This could be a subtask which can be assigned to someone else. Now this task, we need to assign this task to someone. Okay, so if you see, these are the details. Assignee, there isn't assignee, so I'll assign to the Priyanka is a developer. Okay, so we have assigned to her. Labels, we can have different labels, like whatever, project wise you can create any labels. Like for this, I don't know what I will create label, like. Then story points, this is very important. You should spend some time to read about what is story points for Jira issue. This is something, story points are the units of measure for expressing an estimate of overall effort required for fully implement the product backlog item. So it's kind of estimate for this particular item how much time I'll need. It's not in terms of time. This is like, it's a measure, it's units of measure. It's not exactly time. It's not days, it's nothing. Like this is new, what you say, unit, story points. Okay, this is new unit, and those units are also different. It doesn't do like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. They don't follow that story points. Okay, we'll see. And again, like these are a few things. Always whenever we are working, the, let's say, Atlassian has their own, like they are recommending few things, like how you should be doing it, right? But it's up to us or the people how they will be utilizing that particular feature. So sometimes people use like differently, but we should try to follow what is recommended, right? Estimate smarter, not harder. No individual task should be more than 16 hours of work. So the deep concept behind this particular statement is, no individual task should be more than 16 hours of work. If you try to understand this, you'll understand Agile. Okay? Let's suppose now I assign a big task to Priyanka, okay, which will take 6 days, right? So on day 1, what she will do? She will do status as in progress. For next 5 days, 4 5 days, I'll be just looking at that in progress status. I don't have anything in my hand. I don't know what progress is going on. I have no clues. I have no ideas. So in Agile, it is the strategy that we break down into smaller tasks. If we break down like complex and big tasks into smaller tasks, then we get more ability to trace them, right? So that's why they are saying it should not have more than 16 hours of work. And accordingly, if you are using story points, you may decide that, say, 20 points is the upper limit. 20 is my 16 hours. Something like that. It can't exactly relate with the 16 hours, but for us, 20 is enough, right? It's simply too hard to estimate individual work items larger than that with a high degree of confidence, and the confidence is especially important for items at the top of pack. When something is estimated above 16 hours, that's a signal. You see here, when there is a estimated above your team's 16 hour, if someone has estimated above 16 hour, or that is 20 points, let's say, threshold, that is a signal to break down into more granular pieces and re-estimate. So you can just learn a little bit more about story points. What are I just want that story points. Hmm. Like few people they use Fibonacci series. So if you see here, they have 0, 0.5, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 20. This can be for us like stop. So if you see, because it is a estimate, we are not giving time or anything. Let's suppose now when you start working on the project, then you know if developer has given me the estimate of one story point, that means he with over the period of time you get that confidence. That means he will at least he will complete two to three tasks with story point one in a one day. That's how when I was saying you understand your team's velocity, it is that like you start to understand how much they can complete. uh, in story points now, I'll mention for forgot password, I'll give let's say 3. Okay, there are more fields. If you see here, epic link, for this one we forgot to give the epic, so we can give the epic as user profile. Then component we don't have, sprint we haven't designed it, version we have not designed. In configuration you can add more fields. If you want custom fields to be added, like these are original fields that they have, you can add more fields as well if you want. Okay, and now we have seen this attach, right? Then create subtask we already created. Description you can add like whatever description you want. uh, Below would be the email template, right? Like this. Whenever you are using Jira, always use shortcuts. There are so many good shortcuts they have already given. For let's suppose now for assign, I want to assign user for this. If I press A, I directly go there. After that I'll choose user's name, enter. Without using any cursor I assigned. Then uh, link, we can add like links, right? What is link? Like for example, maybe this particular this particular task or issue, it is it is blocked by some other issue. This, so usually developers they do like this, that this sign up is blocked by this one. Unless and until this is done, we cannot start this. Or it could be duplicated by this one, someone logged wrong, so they can link that issue to another issue, correct? Now again there is this flagged is something like flagged. You can it's up to us what is the meaning of flagged, right? Flagged could be something like very critical, like for critical items we can give the flag, correct? Remove flag. We can connect to Slack as well. The Slack is, why Slack is so much popular, because there are so many apps which we can connect with the Slack and it works very smoothly. if you see, I use this Asana app for like task management and this thing, and we have like Asana app in Slack as well. From here also I can assign some tasks to the users from Slack itself. Okay, then convert to subtask. Move. Move is something like if we have to move somewhere. Okay, then clone, delete, pretty much like standard action menu, print, like simple. Okay, this is the most important. You should be knowing it. If someone is if I have to judge the knowledge of any candidate on Jira, I'll ask him that this question: how the work is logged in the Jira. What happens if you see here? These were the more fields. Okay, for a developer, they have to, like, in few projects, like it's compulsory, or sometimes it depends on the project manager. But most of the time, project managers, they insist to developers to log the time, because it will, like, exactly how much time it took, right? So when you say this log work, at that time I'll say time spent. They have given the format to 2 weeks, days, hours, and minutes. So it took 30 minutes for me. Started at this time and completed at this time. Time remaining is 1 day. So you see here. So I'm adding, like, this is my estimate and this is how we are going. Correct? Original estimate, this can be one. This is in minutes. Now this is not story points. Correct? Let's say like whatever 2 hours, and these were like whatever 5. This is how we log the work.
So one question, story points are always referred in Fibonacci series or
No. It depends on project manager,
Okay.
how they want to design and how they want to drive this story points. It's not fixed. So that's why I told you, you can read, like, on story points, epics, these things. Here there is a priority. This is the highest priority, let's say. Now we'll close this issue. So in our workflow, you can see now next step is in progress, right? We can view the workflow as well. Now I'll tell you very important thing here: to do, done, in progress. For all of this, they have transition from all. That means, what is mean by all statuses can transit to done. This is not restricted. The one which we saw earlier, it was restricted. There was nowhere this all was written, right? So you have to go step by step only, so that we can design. We'll try to design this workflow as well. Okay, initially I thought I'll just give you the overview of Jira, but now we are going into deep and deep, but it's good. Okay, so I'll make it, it's in progress. They have given this little pin, the important fields, because sometimes issue can have so many fields. So assignee is important for me, and story points is important. If you see here now, where is our project? We'll open Angular Minds dash QA team. Correct? This URL you'll have to hit. Always remember your site URL. And here there is my project. Here they have this simple dashboard, like worked on or assigned to me. Correct? Shortcut. If you go to the, but this dashboard is combining all projects. There could be multiple projects and all tasks assigned will be shown here. But if you go inside one particular project, then it's just these things. And by default we land on this page, active sprints, because most of the time always everyone is working on active sprint only. We haven't started any sprint yet. This I just changed the status for this particular. Now we'll go for homepage design. We'll now do very fast category page design, product details page, wish list. In description actually you will have to write how it should be. Okay, cart. So based on these stories, or here now I remember like small task, any like let's say in wish list or search functionality. It's not small, but for demo purpose we can use. And one more, it was bug. What is that bug? Bug in product details page for pricing. Add coupon or checkout. Add coupon or show discounted pricing on details page. This is a task, and this task is actually linked with product detail page. Linker issue. It's not blocked, it's nothing, it is relates to what is product details page. Link. Okay, it is just linked for when you're going through this, you can go here, just linked. Okay, now we have this backlog. So whenever before starting project, this whole list is like, if you want to see in real projects, there is lots of backlog, like 200 400 issues. Okay, so out of that, let's say now I picked this 3 issues and I'll say create sprint. Okay, and okay, so we have to basically push them to the here into sprint, we have to add. Okay, you can add by dragging them, or I guess from here also send to sprint 1. This is my sprint 2 home page product detail page. This is my sprint 2, create sprint. Okay, Priyanka and Ragini both are working on this one. So for login page, they don't have login points, story points. So I'll put something like 8 or whatever for as of now. If you see, now it shows me the estimate is 16 and 3 issues. Summary for the sprint 1. So most of the time, like typically what we do, like for entire story, my estimate would be like 200 story points or something like that, based on number of developers. So that's a job of project manager, how he manage the tasks and the development team. The dates you can specifically mention over here. For this one, now we are going to start it today itself. So what we'll do, start sprint. Okay, duration 2 weeks or 1 week or 4 week, right? So we can say 1 week. Starting today, end date by default they calculated. Sprint goal is authentication functionality for project, correct? Like this is sign up, sign in. So that's our goal for this 5 days. Start. Sprint is started. Now developer know that what they have to do. This is not assigned to anyone, so we'll assign this to Priyanka. You see, like I am not clicking anywhere, still it is working. And to do, okay, for this one, now in progress you can directly do from here also, or you can directly do like this also, correct? You can come back also, because our workflow is flexible. It allows all transition to any state. That's why it is like this, correct? I can go to anywhere. And they have this like very nice UI to work easily. Here you can add now comments, work log you can see here when you add like work log work of 5 minutes. Yes, out of 4 hours I have done this. Now I am going and enough for a day. Okay, so this type of work log they would be able to see, correct? Comments are there. In comments you can add attachments, description, here also attachments, screenshots, anything, correct? uh, when you write any comment or when you create any bug, issue, story point, anything, most of the time new people, what mistake they do, we have to write issues in neutral way, not specific for developer, not specific considering the system. Like it should be like in neutral way. This is let's say you cannot write bug anything like this, like this is made wrong by someone or whatever, right? It has to be, the login functionality needs to be as mentioned per the requirements. We are not writing specifically from user point of view or any other's point of view. In roadmap we have already started a sprint, that's why it is showing me like how this your project is aligned, correct? And this particular epic is only in picture, these are all idle, correct? So here you see your project roadmap, how it is going to be when you will have all the sprints aligned. Okay, this is home page category, and this was like catalog, right? So here also you can directly do like this, whatever you imagine, just do it, it will happen. Product catalog, just don't hesitate to click anywhere, like just click, you will find something new, right? In active sprint you can see here we have only one active sprint. There could be multiple active sprints if we have another more team to work on other task, right? When we do, this is this is our sprint 2. For this we can have dates and everything, and can be planned but not started until the completion of above sprint. I think there would be some setting somewhere, that's why it is not allowing us to start another sprint simultaneously. Okay, so far we understood so many things. Uh, now we want the workflow needs to be different. We don't like that very simple to do in progress and done. So where I went into project setting, I don't know if they have changed the navigation, but we'll try to find workflows, right? Then in this workflow we'll edit with what we want. Add status, what else you want, tell me. To do, after to do where it will go.
In progress.
Let's do like this. Initially let's say open, okay, and they have category, like this category is important, whether it is in to do, in progress or done. Finally these only three statuses are there, right? If you, that bird eye view, like if you look at it, it is either in to do, in progress or done, correct? So that's what we are defining. Open, it is also in to do. Name already exists, status with that name. So we have here name, that's why they are saying add. Okay, then we want after open, then there it will go to the to do. After to do it will go to the in progress. After in progress it will go to ready for QA or something like this, or they have like predefined few: build, broken, building, closed, reopen, resolved. So ready for QA. Ready for QA. If you see, the colors are different. The gray is to do, in progress and done. And then there will be in review, like simple will add in review. Okay, this is for you guys, in review. If you have observed, I'm not giving that all transition permission here. You see, the all is not here because we want to link them. After that again it will go to the in progress, or we'll find some other name. Maybe in review it's build failed or resolve issues. Test failed we can say. Or QA failed, correct? Yeah, this is not in to do actually. So initially this is our first, they have, okay, this will have to edit this one to open. Okay, so let's align our workflow. First of all, we don't want from all to here, remove this all. Then ready for dev, after ready it will go to the in progress, correct? After in progress it will go for ready for QA. Then either it will go for QA okay, okay, in progress, in review, we have less space left. अरे चलो ठीक है. Ready for dev, in progress, this is QA failed. Our workflow is not looking so nice, but still it will work. There is no incoming transition. Yes, we'll add. So incoming transition is from to do, correct? And to this, what will be the name? That requirements done. So this is transition name. You cannot perform this operation on draft workflow. Reuse transition. For to do, I think they are not allowing us to do it.
I think you have to send this one.
Don't think so. Let's try to say add this one. In progress. Add transition from okay. For that first one, actually they are not allowing for some reason. Okay. After in progress, where you see the dev started, that transition is displayed. Ready for QA, right? From in progress to ready for QA, development completed. I don't know what's the reason why we are not able to do this. Okay, for now we'll make it all. At least you got the idea. You can figure out how what's the problem is. You can just play. QA failed, ready for QA, then it will be in review, either it will be QA failed and or done. Now at least it is looking better. For done, let's say in review done. we want more transitions. I don't know how to add more. Yeah, add transition. So from QA failed to in progress, resolving issues, right? Developer will do that from here, correct? From in review, where is in review, that one? Okay, in review to QA failed issues, bugs found. Um, okay, doesn't meet the requirements. It's very big, but it's good. Okay, leave it. Ready for QA and done. So now at least we are almost okay with all this. Ready for QA, add from here to in review. Let's hope. Okay, now only one. From in progress to, I don't know if this works. In progress to ready for QA. That's what I am saying. Whatever you think, just do it. There is some issue. From in progress to ready for QA, I don't know. For this at least. Okay, maybe. Not sure what's the problem for this one also. Okay, leave it. So for in progress from here, it will go here. Okay. After in review, we are sorted. Okay, save. Publish draft with the same name. Save backup copy. No, we don't want backup. Very nice. Now let's try to hit it. There was some error with that draft or something. From in progress to ready QA. From in progress to ready QA. They have a solution there. You can check later, okay? We don't have to hunt right now. Okay, so our workflow is got already published. Now we'll go back to our project. Oh my god. Issues. Back to project. Active sprints. Here, if you see under issues, they have predefined so many filters. My open issues, reported by me, open issues, done issues, resolved, updated, recent. These are all filters, right? Now I'll give you One more thing. Mm, why it is taking so long time? So SC board. This is my board. I don't like automation. This you don't have to check. Like star. 4 days remaining for this sprint. Filters. You can directly, I can click on like Priyanka and I'll see only Priyanka's, only my issues. Again, recently updated or clear. These are like filters. For you can create a board as well. Okay, so these are when you work on big project. If you look at this, like you don't get good idea, as in. So at that time we can create custom like board for us. Create Scrum board, Scrum or Kanban. We want Scrum. Board created with new software project. Board for existing projects. Next, board name. I can share this board with other people also. Location, SE, everything. Create board. Board is something like view. The dashboard. I am creating another dashboard for me. So this is my board. This was a default SE board. This is my particular board, and here I can make many changes like board settings. Okay, in board setting, hide menu, open issues in sidebar. What is this? Collapse all swim lanes. So most important, the board settings are here. In board settings, which I like, that is quick filters. There are only two filters. Only my issues recently updated. I can have another also in review. So they have this JQL language where you can write this condition statement. Status is equal to what it is. In review we have this, right? In review, so it is correct. Simple like conditions you can add, and you can check. So this, for this one, like displays all the issues which are in QA, correct? And also I want to see the issues which are critical or which has bugs. So like this we can create different filters, or even you can have different columns also. I can create one more column in this. I'll have one more column for this QA failed, or in review QA, just QA, and in that I'll add ready for QA as well as in review. So now these columns we have changed. Back to board. Now Sagar board is different. It's not same. I have this extra column. Also I have this in review filter. Right now there is no there isn't any issue with that status. So let's do this. Okay, if you see from our workflow wasn't very perfect because we had to add those all because of that particular error. So that's why from to do I'll where I will go for in progress. I don't have all, right? You see, if a workflow is not correct, that's why I'm not able to go for in progress. So we'll have to go to the close, edit. Now you are expert, Jira expert. Okay, you don't have to worry about Jira. Initially it was in to do, right? Mm-hmm. Dash or dot dash. Okay, actually you can bookmark that link also. Here you can see two boards. I can go to any board. Now from to do I can see ready for dev, in review, and ready for QA. I have to do it ready for dev. We are correct, we are not wrong. So we'll add description how to do this task. Below are the instructions. We'll add the BA or business analyst team, they will add the requirements, right? These are my requirements, and I'll make this as ready for QA, ready for dev, sorry. And after that, actually, I'll assign it to the Priyanka. Okay, then save. Okay, uh, then Priyanka can log in, and she will come here itself. She will do in progress. Basically, we don't have that strict transition, that's why it's showing many of the things in progress. After that, she will do ready for QA, correct? Now it is ready for QA. At least we'll refresh the page. Okay, it's here. Now it is in ready for QA. From there, I have option to QA started, in review. In review is also here itself. After in review, we found QA failed or done. This ready for QA, actually from all we are accepting, that's why it is showing like this. Ready for QA, yeah, for this one we are accepting from all statuses. So if we have strict like workflow defined, then there is no other choice than following the workflow, right? So from in review, now we'll go for QA failed, and we'll mention some, like we'll have to mention what are the bugs. Comment, we can comment, we'll open this in separate page so we can write properly. Okay, this is bug. And after that, again it went to, from QA field it went to in progress, correct? That's why it's switched. And developer will come here, it will do in progress. After that, it will again do ready for QA. If it is ready for QA, it will change to this one. After ready for this one, QA started. Done. Refresh, you can refresh. Actually I wanted to show you something. Okay, now login page. Okay, directly where I can go. Okay, already it has we don't have that particularly designed. it has to do. After to do, ready for dev. For ready for dev, then it has to be from here itself. We'll have to change from here. We don't have choice to drag. After that, I can go these places. In progress. After in progress, I will go to the ready for QA. Now if you see, it must be ready for QA. Correct? After ready for QA, I can change to, like, it has to, this is QA failed, I guess. Yeah, in same column we cannot drag drop. Do you see, in review is also in the same column. So that's why I'll have to do it from here itself. This is very, like, tricky question. We have two statuses in the same this Kanban board column. Okay, the terminologies are very important. QA started. Now I can drag properly. Okay, is it changed? QA failed and done. We should have. Yeah, yeah. Okay. I can go here. Go. Okay. Done. All done. I cannot go directly to the done. I'll have to go somewhere. Our workflow is not tightly coupled, it is loosely coupled. That's why I can jump. Okay, I'll jump anywhere. I had done somehow. Okay, I don't think so. There is error. So we want to make this as also ready for dev, ready for QA directly. I went. Ready for QA, in review. After in review, done. Now all are done. Everything is done. So it's time to complete our what? Sprint. We completed before time, before 4 days. 2 issues were done. 1 issue was incomplete, had all subtasks complete. So where what they are saying, there is one more task which is left. So what you want to do? That one task you can move to the sprint 2, because this happens many times. Like whatever we plan, like 20 tasks, but out of that only 18 tasks are done. So we do not extend the timeline of sprint. Never. We complete that sprint and we can move those tasks to next sprint. So which task is pending? This forgot password. Now, have you observed why these two categories are made here? This task was initially here, right? So why these two categories are made? Because I can do this. This was main story, main issue, and this was subtask of this. That's why it is showing one subtask. If we have multiple tasks like this, we'll get that entire list properly. Correct? Having subtask like this. So now again we'll have to play this for 2 issues actually, not only one. So I'll close. In progress. Ready for dev. To in progress directly. From in progress, ready for QA. Change. From ready for QA. SE7. You can directly search also. SE7. And go to that page. It's easy, right? I think this is the shortcut for searching slash SE-7. So usually people, when they communicate with this key, that is called key, issue key or issue number, like this. So this task is done, and for this one also it is in ready for day. Okay, ready for in progress first, then now it is ready for QA, now it is in review, done. Dashboards. The dashboard is different thing, okay, and this is just a board, project board. So just remember to track status of your projects, multiple projects. The board is for single project, that's what it should be. Still it is not done. Okay, this is also done. Good. So complete sprint, we don't have error. Complete. So happy ending. Now we can see this different reports, like sprint report, how it went. You can just go through it, learn about it, how it is. Velocity report, burn chart, burn down, burn up. So you can study these reports when you have time. Okay. Go back to project. Now active sprint. There is no active sprint. Backlog. We have sprint to start. We can start. And meanwhile, when this sprint was going on, other like business analyst team, they always keep your backlog ready for next sprint. So that is their job to do not make this list empty, so that new sprint can be planned. And there is a scrum meeting after completing this sprint. There is a scrum meeting when we start with the new sprint, or when we plan new sprint. That meeting is called scrum meeting, in which we someone from dev team, someone from client or project manager, business analyst, all stakeholders of the project, they come together for scrum meeting to plan the next sprint. And it doesn't happen after completing this sprint, it happens earlier itself. Whenever this, like our sprint 1 was going on, our sprint 2 is ready. In fact, most of for the well planned project, they have 3-4 sprints already planned, and they work on like planning 6 sprint, or like they are ahead of your sprints always. And then based on the performance of sprint 1, they can do changes in sprint 2, 3, 4, like this. So that's why those people like project manager or scrum masters, they do this job of breaking down the functionality into pieces of work, task, sprint, stories, epics, creating a roadmap, right? And even there is something you have seen here, version. So for this we'll say version 0.2, because it's not even 1, right? It will be partial. There could be description and this, and now we will have to assign this all things for this version. So go by. Okay, version 0.2, version 0.2. Now all these features are from version 0.2. So we can see even now the completed issues were version 0.2. Let's try to figure out where we'll find them and how we can assign done issues. These are 4 issues. Oh my god, was my bad luck. I was trying to select multiple. List view, detailed view. Okay, detailed view is good. From for version, from where I should in details fix versions like this way. Now I'll have to do it because I don't have choice. I cannot drag and drop. Component, in our case it could be front end and back end or anything, right? So we are done. Let's go back to our project. Let's see how things are. Releases, we'll go to the releases version 0.2, how it is. Open, 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 open. Can you see the total 12 issues are in this version? 4 issues are done, other 8 are yet to done, 0 are in progress. So this is how it is good, right? Whenever we will release this version, we will mark it as released and there will be next version. Now this is something project pages. Try this in Confluence documentation, that is called pages. So we'll go to the Confluence now. Yes, sign up free. Yes, go, go, go. Everyone from the team, 4 users, invite them for Confluence. So Confluence is very easy. There is nothing. It's just a like notebook where you are creating a pages, and for each page, let's suppose you can dedicate one page for login. You'll add everything about login there. It's documentation. If you want to see documentation, I was having one link. I don't think we'll get this like this. There was project actually. This is Gitbook. This is not Confluence. This is one more application, that is Gitbook. Okay. This is also very popular. For what? For creating knowledge base for software, and it is very popular. This maybe for any of the software you might came across similar format of documentation like this. So you will be able to guess it. It is powered by Gitbook, and it is free if that documentation is public. If you want to keep it private, then you have to pay. Our Confluence is ready. For that, they call it as Spaces and Confluence, lot many things. Add emojis. Okay, we'll add. Okay. Well, okay, we will have to pay or what? Request access, upgrade for admin key. No, 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 no. Okay, let's go back. Now we are here. Okay. From here we are into Jira. Here there is a word Jira. Remember. Now I want to go to the Confluence. From here I can go. Now it their URLs are not so good. Okay, this project they have created because we came from there, and like this it happened. They in here they call it as a space instead of project. It's a space. This is, you don't have permission to see this content. Okay, what should I do? Create new page by plus. We cannot create. Talk to your admin. Okay, so basically if you see, it just pages where you can write the things. There is nothing else, there is nothing much. Just go through it, and also you can try to resolve this issue from here, from administrator. Wait, oh my god, oh my god. Eh? This site were gone actually before, but now how they are showing me? These are old sites that I had. Now under Angular Minds QA team, we are using two softwares, Confluence and Jira. Manage users, manage their rights. Via. All people are invited. Org admin. Now I don't know how I should do it. Site admin, 3 products. These are the groups in which the member Confluence admin Angular Minds team 0. So I'll have to add myself here. Is it true? Okay. Let's try Confluence now. Something changed. Request access. I don't know. Maybe what's the problem? Space admin. Okay, we can figure out that later. I think this is fair enough for Jira introduction. Do you have any questions or anything? Okay, I will show you something. So, how you find it? Is it easy or complex, or what it is? Is there anything to learn actually? No, right? Most of the things are pretty, like, you can understand it. It's just a software where we keep the track of development, we log our issues, that's it. And it's just a tool. Something like Gmail. GR. Wow. You can see discounts for few things. They have discount for, like, if you search, then you will get it. Actually, I was waiting for some message. He's saying continue Atlassian with Slack. Slack is asking, saying that we know how Jira is. You can connect here, so you can work here itself. S- This is their Slack. This is client project. I have also access. So if you see view all projects, I don't know how many. Uh, now you see. Aha. These many projects are there. These are all different projects, and all are developed by us. Dashboard, they have developer dash. My bugs, my for me it's nothing. That's why it's blank. If you see here, activity stream, these people are working, right? Abhijit changed status to ready to release. That's their workflow. Then this Phil Duncan has updated the rank removed from the sprint. This change status to QA review. This is screenshot he added. Murli changed status to rolled out. That means like to the production. It's live on the site. He added the screenshot as well. This is activity stream. We'll go to their project. Chup chup ke. So this is CEC, the project key. We don't know even the project name. CEC. That is Ensure Eco Space Camp. They have active sprint with only. This is very old. Ankush is not working on this project now. These are all red flag. QA failed. Okay, we'll go to another project. This is the project I worked on long time before. Baylist. It was dating mobile application before 4 years or something. Mm. Also, there are many projects on which I have worked for this client. This one, Rater Spot. Do you see? New column. They didn't name it. Okay. In progress, DevOps, analyst done. How many boards they have? They have RS sprints. This is different board. They must be using this board. That's why that board wasn't that good, right? To do, hey devs. That client is like this. Hey devs. In progress, DevOps, analyst review done. What is insights? Sprint 0% done. Peak progress. I don't know. I'm not sure. Now, PPay, that is policy pay. To do, oh my god, in to do there is nothing. Do you see? 0 days remaining. They are about to finish this sprint. I don't know when, but it's good. Now you know everything. In backlog, let's see. This in this sprint, the collection calls 5. So this is the sprint they started on 26th of August. Timeline was different. Leave it. Okay, in backlog there are only 3 issues. Versions, they have only one version, Epic. They don't have epics. They have so many quick filters. Ready, prod, UAT. That's why it's here. Okay. Done. It's done. The code is something we can connect, like as I told you, like they have Bitbucket. Apart from Bitbucket, you can connect to GitHub, GitLab, and Bitbucket is already connected. They're saying, so we just need to add that link. So code also, like easily you can see and handle. Here project pages, documentation. Here project management. So in one project, in entire of this software, you do everything, like, correct. The deployments, in deployments I explained you that day about CI/CD, right? So we can set up Bitbucket pipelines for when basically what happens, developer will do his job. He will push his code to GitHub or Bitbucket, and he will mark those issues as done. QA will verify those issues by taking reference from project pages, that is Confluence. Once everything is good, we'll approve that issue for going to the production. At that time, developer or project manager will change that issues branch or that pull request. uh, Project manager will approve, the team lead will approve, and will change the branch to the production. At that time, this pipeline will get hit, and our, like let's say if we have this Selenium and everything all set up through Jenkins, at that time automatically that Jenkins and everything, it will run from here itself, and if everything is good, then only it will be released to the production. Checkout module, this is the component. They have issues, detailed view, list view, go advanced search, export issues, Word, Excel, PDF, share, copy link. What is this share? Without login, I can see few things. Okay, fine. I guess we are all good, and now we can stop here.